How you doing, YouTube friends? I wanted to do a video today, and this is going to be one of many videos coming in. It's going to be around the AR platform, AR15, AR10 variants as far as the AR15, different calibers. The AR10 are the big bore AR, also the different calibers that it comes in there. So to stay on topic, I kind of came out with a list, and hopefully we'll stick to that. Today we'll do a kind of brief AR15 application, cost, parts, capacities, weight, cost of ammo, accuracy. So this is kind of the stuff that we have in there. Optics, barrels, things like that. So just the basics. And then later on we'll go actually what options available out there. So what I wanted to do is just bring a couple of my ARs here and give you kind of the specs on them, tell you what applications, what I use these for, and kind of talk about weight, accuracy, and so on and so forth. So starting first, kind of the AR, it's there's many applications for that you would use your AR for. Some people would use it for home defense, which mostly people would use AR for home defense. Some people will look into that and kind of wonder why, but with certain ammo, AR will be very, very good as far as a home defense application goes. Tactical carbines, matches, 3-gun match. That's another application. The ARs are used a lot. What else I can think of? I mean, just going to the range and plinking, maybe long range shooting, target practice. There's many different applications you can use your AR. What do I use mine for? I'm not going to use my ARs for home defense. I have my AK for that. I just trust that, and I have a shotgun. So those two stay by the bed. There's a little safe out there. Well, not a safe, it's what do you call it? Gun cabinet. So if I'm in the house, they're in there. And of course my Glock 21. I trust those two with my life, and myself and my wife are trained, or my wife and I are trained to use those. So if we need to, we can apply that. Anywho. As far as my ARs, I use those in the range. I use them for target shooting, maybe long range shooting, and if it's a very long range, I'll use my AR10 or my LR308 or my DPS 308. So this is anything from up to 500 yards. I'm going to use my ARs, my AR15 for that. Going to the range of 50 yards, really that's all you can do. So just target shooting, accuracy shooting, things like that, bench shooting pretty much. Options, and so that's kind of the applications, what we were talking about. Let me bring my list here. So we'll go to accuracy after that. Accuracy will be, it depends on what you put in your rifle. For the most part, anything for, I mean, even the cheap ARs. Building a cheap AR will still give you a good accuracy somewhere in up to 300, 400, 500 yards. As long as you have a good barrel, I think you'll be okay. I mean, it's not going to be and half a minute of angle or something like that, but it's going to give you a good grip, and if you know what to do, practice your basics. Especially 223 is a very less recoil round, so it's very accurate. If you reload, that's a different deal as well. Cost and parts. I mean, you can build the AR before the craziness, and you can still do that now for maybe 600 bucks. You can, and it's a good AR. You can even do less if you're using polymer lowers. You can even use polymer uppers and all that nice stuff. You can end up for a lot cheaper than that. But that's before the craziness. Now I'm not sure what you can do. I can still look at, I see uppers and lowers, and uppers, you can buy an upper for about 300 bucks right now. Lower for 100 bucks. That's 400. You're gonna get a bolt carrier, 150 bucks. So you're looking at $550 stock handguard. So we can say $700-800 to build a decent AR. How much can you go up to? I mean, the sky is the limit. You can go piston ARs and custom ARs that you can buy $4,000, even more. You can build them yourself for $2,000-3,000. So it depends. Mine here cost me about, I think about $2,000 each, somewhere in that number. Maybe a little bit less. So let's just kind of go through what we have on here. And I kind of covered that before. We have the muzzle brake is from SI Systems, or SI Defense, if I'm not mistaken. The rail is Troy CTR, or no, not CTR, it's a Troy battle rail. Barrel is Wilson Combat. Let's go prices. Muzzle brake costs about $50. Does really a good job in reducing recoil and flash as well. Barrel was about $300. It's a bull barrel, fluted. The handguard was, I believe, somewhere in $200, somewhere in that number. It's a 15-inch. The sights are Dukes, $220. The upper receiver, I think, was, I'm not sure what was it. Where was it from? Let's say $100. Lower is the AR15. Lower about $100. Grip, $25. Stock, PRS, $250. Bolt carrier, WMD, $220. Trigger is a 2-stage trigger, $160. Lower kit is about $70. So do the math. And this is a very nice rifle, very accurate. Spike lowers kit. As I said, very accurate with the fixed sights here. The 45 degrees. I haven't shot it with optics. This one I did not. But as far as what I've tested it so far, this is a really nice rifle. Not heavy. And again, if you're complaining about weight, you probably need to start working out. Because you need to be able to carry your rifle for a long time. Okay? Some would say that these stocks make the rifle heavy. I like my rifles heavy. That's just just me. I don't like light rifles. I understand that if you're in a course of 7, 8, 10 hours, it would be painful. But again, it is what it is. I just like my rifles heavy. I don't like light rifles. Oh yeah. Charging handle is a Voltor BCM Gunfighter. I think BCM, yeah, Voltor makes these. Bravo Company, I'm not sure. And this is the medium. The large is very long. Extended out. I don't like it. The stock again, I modified that. It was all foliage. I got these to be black here. So this is one. The other, pretty much the same. It's a FM barrel, $200. Birdcage A2 flash hider, $7, probably $10. JP handguard, that was about $220. Low profile Wilson Combat adjustable gas blocking, the same on the other rifle, $75. JP Enterprises bolt and bolt carrier, $450. Same lower kit and a 2-stage trigger. My safeties, I keep the regular safeties, guys. I'm not gonna go with all those nice new ones they screw on. I just like the old safeties. Same stock, $250. All right, and it has a Bushnell DOA trophy. That's a $600. The scope is about 200 bucks. So, as far as cost, again, you can do a lot better than these prices, but that's just what I got. So, talk price. Capacity, I see Magpul have magazines now, that 10 round magazines for some of those states that don't allow you to practice your freedom, I guess. So you can get those 10 rounds. You got 20 rounds, you got 30 rounds. There's beta mags. You can get 50 rounds, you can get 100 rounds, you can get... It's unlimited, I mean, for the time being. Most common, you got your 30 round magazines. They come in many different formats, and I've showed those before. You got your polymers, you got your steel, you got your aluminum, and for the most part, and there's some hybrid between having them polymer and steel feet and lips. But that's for the most part as far as capacity goes. Weight, again, you can do rifles that would be a pencil barrels. You can have maybe the MOE or the CTR stock. You can do a lot. You can make them so light, you can make them heavy. It depends on the application, what you want to use it for. If you're going to competition, you're going to be running, or carrying one on duty or something like that, you probably want to get a light one. But again, if you go with a pencil barrel, I'm not a big fan of pencil barrels. They're not, after shooting a while, if you shoot a while with a pencil barrel, then your accuracy goes to shitter. So that's kind of something to think of. Cost of ammo, 223 before craziness. There's many different ammo that you can get. I mean, I'm not talking match grade ammo. I reload, so this is a different deal for me. But if we're talking just run of the mill, or you're going to the Cabela's or Gander Mountain or somewhere, you can get your steel ammo, the Wolf ammo, for about $4.99, $5.20. I've seen Remington UMC for about $6 or $6.99. Federal about $8 or so. Again, these prices you're gonna go back. As of right now, I had a video that I just bought the Wolf, and they were running about the same, $5 or $5.50 or something like that. It's just not bad considering this. Of course, it's a single action. A rifle. There's many different kind of triggers that you can get. You can get single stages, one stage. Geasley makes a really good trigger. Keys does, and I'm gonna try to get some of these adjustable triggers and so on and so forth. I mean, the ones that I have are doing really. They do what I need to, but I need to get my hand on a couple of the adjustable ones. Timney, I had a Timney back in the day. I'm not sure if there's anything changed, but it's good to be able to adjust them. Again, it depends on your application, what you're going to use it for. For your competition, you probably need a very light trigger so you can have follow-up shots very quick. If you're in a combat or using those for duty, you probably want to have a little heavier trigger so it's a little bit fail-safe kind of a thing. Sights, optics, again, this is something that you can spend thousands and thousands of dollars. You can buy probably optics that will be more expensive than the rifle. So this is, again, it depends what's your application, what you're going to do. But rule of thumb, really, it's usually you spend about double what you spent on your rifle for a scope. I mean, at least in some people that I know. But I don't do that long range shooting with the AR15 to spend maybe $2,000 on a Night Force or something like that. Barrel twist, and this is going to be kind of our last part of this. I'm going to talk about barrel twist, and we're going to talk about bolt carriers. Barrel twist is going to be, there's many different options. The one that I would go with, either 1-7 or 1-8. They handle the heavier bullet grain, or the heavier grain bullets, and you can shoot a lot of different options in those. Bolt carriers, you can go somewhere from $100, or it used to be, up to maybe $500. I'm not aware that any other company have any bolt carriers that's more expensive than the JP Enterprises. But I mean, I've shot the JP, I've had them in most of my rifles. It's just, it's worth it, people. I know a lot of people make fun of me, or make fun of people that purchase these, but it's worth it. $450, rated to 60,000 rounds. It's pretty much is gonna outlive that rifle and the barrel, everything in this rifle. You're probably just gonna buy one and that's it. Quality is superior, cleaning is superior. It's very easy to do so. JP has really good quality AR parts and ARs as well. Hopefully one day I'll have enough money to buy one from JP, ones that I want to. But that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you like the video, please like and share. If you guys have any questions or any comments or any subjects as far as AR that you want me to talk about, we'll do. As I said, later on we'll talk as far as barrel options, where to buy them, parts as far as every part, where to buy, what options out there. Thanks, guys. Talk to you.